Hello and welcome to the video. In this one I'm going to be showing you how to set up basic recording using OBS. So let's get into it. Alright, so in OBS there's a lot of options. If you're just starting out, there can be a lot of things to look at. So the first thing you want to do is you want to add an input. So if you go here and you hit add input, then you go to display capture, you can name it whatever you want, desktop, just for an example, hit OK. And then this will capture your display. So you can have it capture either your first display or your second display. If I set it to this one, so it'll capture my second display. Set it to this one, you'll see it'll capture my first one. And so that's what that is. You just hit OK. As you can see, it's right here. This is my display capture. And then if you want to delete it, just go here, remove. And I'm just going to remove it because I already have one right here. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to add an audio capture device. So you go here, add audio input capture, and you want to name it microphone if it's your microphone. Hit OK, and select a device. So I would use my microphone right here. Hit OK, and now you can see it's recording my audio in double because I have two microphones. So I'm going to delete this one. And then the last thing you want to do if you're recording a game is you want to hit add game capture. Okay, you want to capture specific window, and then you will go here, and these are the apps you can choose from. So if you have a game open, you can just tap on that. Say I want to record groove music, do that, hit OK, and if I open groove music here, you can see it opens up on here. So that's how you record a game. Normally it would just be like, it would come up as Rocket League.exe or Skyrim.exe or whatever game you're playing, but because I was using groove music, it doesn't really work like that. So that's how you add your first basic inputs. You can also change the volume of those using this volume slider here. So I can make myself quieter here, or I can make myself louder. I like to have it around, basically around full, because I have limiters and stuff and filters. I can talk about that in a different video. You can also change your desktop audio. So if I'm playing this, it's quiet. I can make it louder, quieter, do whatever. Then what you want to do is you want to get into your settings. So in your settings, there are a lot of things. I'll just take you through the general settings quickly. So you don't really need to worry about a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff will work on default. You can go through it and change things based on preference, but nothing needs to be changed here to work. Things you need to worry about are output, audio, and video. So in output, I just have mine set to simple. You can also set it to advanced. But in recording, you want to choose where your things go to, and you want to choose your recording format. I can't change any of this right now because I'm already recording, but here's your recording format. So I have mine set to MP4. You can also change it to .movie. There's 10 of them that you can change it to. And this is your encoder setting. So if you have a graphics card that has RTX, you want to use NVENC. That's basically what that will do, is it will use your RTX cores in order to process the video. If not, you want to set to the other option, which will process your video using your processor, which will make other tasks harder because your processor is being split. However, if you don't have an RTX graphics card, you don't really have another choice that works well. And you also can change your recording quality. So I have mine set to high quality, which means medium file size. You set to lower quality, the file size will be smaller. Higher quality, the file size will be bigger, obviously. That's all you need to worry about in here. Streaming is completely different. I can make a video on that too. Then you want to come to audio, your sample rate. So you want this to be the same as your microphone, which will normally either be 44.1 or 48, minus 48 channels. So you can either have this as stereo or mono. Stereo means you will hear left and right, where mono means it's all coming through one thing. And devices, desktop audio, this is just your default right here. So this will pick up stuff from your desktop, correlating with this. And then microphone audio, this is just whatever you set it as. You change it to whatever you want. I just have mine as my default microphone. You can add multiple devices here. And then you don't really need to look at any of those things. This is mostly just like push to talk. So if you enable that on an input, you can set a key for that in settings and all that. This is just audio. Most of the stuff will already be set by default, but you can look through here if you want. And the important thing is video. So your base canvas right here, if you change this, it will change the size of your canvas. And so if you have something that's 1080p, 1920 by 1080, you want it to be set as 1920 by 1080, otherwise it will only capture part of the window instead of the whole thing. And you want your output to be the same. I have mine as 720 right now for streaming, because when I'm streaming I need it to be 720p, otherwise it lags a lot because my Wi-Fi isn't good. But you want it to be set as 1920 by 1080 when you are recording, and that way the content that is recorded will come out as 1920 by 1080. And then right here is your frame rate. 60 FPS is good. If you can't record 60 FPS because it's lagging a lot, you might want to bring it down a little bit. I wouldn't go any lower than 30 FPS personally, but it depends on what you want to do. You have your sample rate, your download filters here. So sharpening, I have mine set to 16 samples. You can raise it or lower it depending on how good your computer is, and that will get you started for basics. If you want to go into advanced, there's a lot of things you can change in here too. So you can change your priority. So like if you want OBS to be first priority, you don't care if anything else in the background is lagging, you can set this to high, or just idle will mean it will get low priority. So for example, if you have it set on the setting that uses your processor to record, then you want to have it set as normal or below normal, because you want to have all the performance in the game. Or if you care more about what the people see, which I do, you want to have it set to a higher one, so the game will be laggier, or whatever programming you're doing will be laggier, however the video quality will be better. And then all this stuff is advanced files. You don't need to worry about this if you're just getting started. If you want to get more advanced, you can find more advanced tutorials other places, or I can make one if you want me to. Just let me know. But to get started recording, that is all you need to know. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.